Hey YouTube, what is going on? This is iTalk.
He needs some milk!
Here, and in today's video, we have a brand new video. So, today we have a very interesting topic to talk about, and you're probably wondering, ITalkFortnite, why haven't you put out a commentary in so long? Well, it's actually because there's not much to talk about with the game right now. I'm currently writing out some lists of some videos I want to do, like I want to make a top 10 worst emotes list. I think that'd be a cool one, or worst dances rather. There's so many different ideas I have in terms of like list videos, even though I don't want to only be a list channel, but I've been trying to scrounge for things to find to talk about because Fortnite in its current state is not in the greatest, and I've said this multiple times in videos. It's kind of just dragging on for too long, and that's partially the reason why I haven't wanted to really talk about the game, because there just isn't really anything to talk about. I mean, I can mention a few things right now, like we have the Australian Open tournament right now. We just had that early this morning. I actually ended up getting the Street Shine pickaxe, which is fantastic, but I did not get 10%. I needed to get 10% to get the complex skin, which I will be going for again tomorrow morning. Really early in the morning, 3 a.m. I was actually 40 minutes late to the first tournament. And not only all of that, my game crashed on me on the 5th game, I think, so I lost a game because of that. I probably could have gotten top 10% if that game didn't crash then, but regardless, I'm going to play it again tonight, and that's pretty cool. I'm glad that Fortnite is giving us free things for just competing in tournaments. I like earning skins for doing legitimate things. I like it when they give us something to work for, not just from the battle pass, because that's just simply leveling up. Competing in a tournament and earning skins that way early and for free is a really cool thing, and I'm happy that we have that. But I wanted to talk about something interesting. Someone put out a tweet. His name is Eric. I believe that's how you pronounce his name. He put out a tweet saying, "I think Fortnite is done." He then replied to himself saying, "No updates, no tournaments, views low across all platforms. People choose to stream other games more. Really reminds me of what happened with H1 and other games a year before they completely die. I think everyone is kind of just over Fortnite. Might be wrong, but that's in my opinion," which I respect everyone's opinion. I will never say, oh, how dare you have a different opinion. But when you say games like, oh, Fortnite is dead, like when you say it is dead, but you don't actually provide any legitimate criticism to that, I don't believe it, or I'm just kind of like, all right, you're just mindlessly spewing hate. But with this, he says he thinks it is. He thinks that Fortnite is done. There's no updates, no tournaments. Currently, right now, we do have that Australian tournament, which is really cool that we're getting that. So I don't think that counts really. No updates is a huge one. Views low across all platforms. I will agree with that. I find myself not viewing as much Fortnite content as I used to, even though I never really did that anyway. But not even that, I watch a bunch of other people's channels and I notice that their views are starting to go down a little bit. Fortnite right now is just not in an exciting spot right now. It really is not. And then Clicks actually responded saying, "No lol, they're going to announce an event after DreamHack and everything is going to go back to normal." Me personally, I think that it's going to pick back up next season, season 2, which will be on February 20th. And I just want to say this right now, I'm enjoying the game right now. I think enjoying playing customs with people on my Discord and playing with other people elsewhere on custom games through creative is a lot of fun. It helps me enjoy the game, and I understand that people don't have friends to play with on creative, which I feel bad about, but I want to actually announce this right now. On my Discord, you can actually play with other people through creative. I'll probably be running some creative customs lobbies on my own Discord. So if you want to join the Discord, it is a link in the description down below. Definitely join the Discord if you would like to, because I want to start playing games with you guys. I want to start doing customs with you guys. The gameplay you're watching right now is from customs right here. We were doing some gun game. We were doing some search and destroy. We were doing some other modes. It's a ton of fun to play with friends, and it's a ton of fun to play with other people that isn't just the same old Battle Royale. I will admit, Battle Royale is completely stale. I totally understand why, but the game isn't in a terrible spot. The meta is totally fine. Maybe the grenades are a little bit too much. Maybe we get too many snipers and we get too many RPGs, but besides that, the game is in a fun spot. It really is. It's just the game thrives when there's constant updates. People care about the game. People are excited about the game when the game constantly updates itself every week, and Fortnite just couldn't do that this season. They took a break for Christmas. They're working on porting this game to a new engine, which isn't really a new engine, it's just a modified one, but still they're doing that. They're doing a lot of things behind the scenes that they can't really tell us right now, but they are being more open. They are starting to actually talk with us a little bit more about what their plan is, what they're doing with certain things. I think the game right now is in a good spot. It's just stale. It's just in a stale spot. No one really wants to play the game. No one really wants to watch the game. I completely understand that, but the game will definitely pick up when Season 2 drops. I can guarantee it. The reason why this season was just so bad for a lot of people, I don't know where I would put this season, but let me get to my point. Why I think this season is one of the worst to a lot of people is that it just dragged on way too long. This season is looking to be 18 weeks long when the normal season for Fortnite is only 10. That is extremely long, and no one has the patience for that. No one has the want to keep playing the game when they know that the game is going to keep dragging on and on and on and on like this. Like, I'm not going to lie, I have a little thing in the back of my head telling me, hey, they might actually delay the season again because they've already done that before. Why wouldn't they do that again? So it does really suck that we kind of have to have this thought of, oh, they're going to delay it again. Oh, they're going to delay it again. There's some tweets going around saying, you know, oh, we're putting the season in 2021 because people are just joking about it. And I get that it's very concerning for some players that they kept delaying the season and they're like, oh, what are they going to do? There's no updates or anything like that. I think when Season 2 starts up, we will get the weekly updates back. I hope. I'm not going to make any promises with that because I genuinely do not know. But again, I'm enjoying creative. Like I said, guys, if you do not play creative or you haven't tried anything that isn't like zone wars or box fights in creative, there are so many fun modes for you to try. I would highly recommend you join also the creative Discord. It's got such a nice community and everyone's so passionate about creative and they're making new maps, they're making new modes, and it's so much fun to play. There is infinite possibilities with Fortnite. So if you're bored of Battle Royale, which I know a lot of people are, I would highly recommend you get into creative or just try some maps out with it. And honestly, like I said, if you want to join my Discord, we will be doing some more custom game lobbies, and I think you guys will really enjoy that. So at the end of the day, do I think Fortnite is done? Absolutely not. I just think it's in a really stale spot. They dragged the season on way too long. Do I think this is one of the worst seasons ever? Honestly, no. Like I said, the map is fantastic. The gunplay is great. I like the game a lot. There's just not enough weekly updates to keep people satisfied, and I totally understand this logic. I really do, because we're so used to it. It's not even a selfish thing. We've been used to weekly updates. For people to say, oh, you're so selfish for wanting weekly updates, that's kind of how the game, you know, works, right? That's kind of how the game functioned, was with weekly updates. So I don't think calling people selfish for this is really that big. Like, I don't think people are selfish. We were accustomed to weekly updates, and when you just don't get weekly updates at all anymore, when it's like once a month, it starts to drag. And we only had 2 new weapons this season. There was a lot that went wrong with this one. I personally still find fun in it. I find it very balanced, and the cosmetics this season are fantastic, which I'm just thinking to myself, I'm gonna have to review every single cosmetic from this chapter. And because of how long this season has been going on, it's going to be a ton of skins and stuff to talk about. Oh boy, I can't wait for that video. But yeah, that'll be it for the video today, guys. I don't think Fortnite is done at all. I just think it's in a really stale spot, and I do think that it will pick back up during Season 2. And we also have an event coming next week as well. If you didn't remember, I talked about the Birds of Prey, how they're having a movie coming out, and Fortnite said that Harley Quinn was probably going to be in the game because they said, we'll see you soon, Harley, so that kind of makes sense for that. So they have a whole event planned next week, I believe. So I don't think the game is definitely done by any stretch of the imagination, but that's what I wanted to talk about today, guys. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, let me know with the like, but only if you enjoyed the content. Subscribe to the channel if you're brand new, and turn on the bell just to get my latest uploads. A comment down below. What are your opinions on what I talked about today? I would love to know. Follow me on Twitter at ITalkFortnite. Join the Discord. If you'd like to use me for support a creator, my code is ITalkFortnite. Thank you all so much that use that code. Seriously, it does help me out a ton. And thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you all later. See ya.